Good morning. How are y'all today? Thank you for viewing with us. We're continuing our studies from the book of 1 Kings, and today we're in chapter 12. We'll be looking at the subject, the kingdom divided. That is, the nation Israel will become two tribes, the northern kingdom and the southern kingdom. And it's because Solomon led the people in idolatry. And so Solomon has died, and now Rehoboam, his son, takes the throne. And it says in chapter 12, and Rehoboam went to Shechem, for all Israel was come to Shechem to make him king. And so Shechem is a place allotted to Ephraim, the tribe of Ephraim. And it's also a city of refuge that God had ordered the people to build 6 cities of refuge, and so Shechem is one of them. Verse 2, and it came to pass when Jeroboam the son of Nebat, who was yet in Egypt, heard of it, for he was fled, parenthetical or explanation, for he was fled from the presence of King Solomon, and Jeroboam dwelt in Egypt. That's an explanation of Jeroboam being a servant of Solomon. Verse 3, that Israel sent and called him, and Jeroboam and all the congregation of Israel came and spake unto Rehoboam, saying, thy father made our yoke grievous or hard. Now therefore make thou the grievous service of thy father, and his heavy yoke, which he put upon us, lighter, and we will serve thee. So this is their offer. The people are asking King Rehoboam to make the hardship that Solomon, his father, had put up on the people lighter, or easier. Verse 5, and he said unto them, Rehoboam said unto them, depart yet for 3 days, then come again to me. And the people departed. And King Rehoboam consulted the old men that stood before Solomon his father while he yet lived, and said, how do you advise that I may answer this people? So he took time to consult with the old man to get counsel on how he should answer the people. And he consulted with the old men, and they gave him an answer. But in this petition, he used the word I. Later, when he asked the young men, he's going to use the term we may answer this people. Verse 7, and they spake unto him, saying, if thou wilt be a servant, the old men spake unto him, saying, if thou wilt be a servant unto this people this day, and will serve them and answer them and speak good words to them, or God words unto them, then they will be thy servants forever. But he didn't like their answer, so verse 8, but he forsook the counsel of the old men which they had given him, and consulted with the young men that were grown up with him, which stood before him. Verse 9, and he said unto them, the young men, what counsel give ye that we may answer this people. To the old man, he said, what counsel shall you give me that I may know how to answer this people? And so in verse 9 again, and he said unto them, what counsel give ye that we may answer this people who have spoken to me, saying, make the yoke which thy father did put upon us lighter or easier. Verse 10. And the young men that were grown up with him spake unto him, saying, thus shalt thou speak unto this people that spake unto thee, saying, thy father made our yoke heavy, but make thou it lighter unto us. Thus shalt thou say unto them, my little finger shall be thicker than my father's waist, my father's loins. Verse 11. And now, whereas my father did load you with a heavy yoke, I will add to your yoke. My father had chastised you with whips, but I will chastise you with scorpions. So I'm going to make it much worse. Verse 12. So Jeroboam and all the people came to Rehoboam the third day, as the king appointed, in verse 5, saying, come to me again the third day. Verse 13. And the king answered the people roughly, and forsook the old men's counsel that they gave him, and spake to them after the counsel of the young men, saying, my father made your yoke heavy, I will add to your yoke. My father also chastised you with whips, but I will chastise you with scorpions. Wherefore the king hearkened not unto the people, for the cause was from the Lord, that he, that is the Lord, might perform his saying, which the Lord spake by Ahijah, saying, that he might perform his saying, which the Lord spake by Ahijah the Shilonite unto Jeroboam the son of Nebat. Now, it just means that Ahijah lived in Shiloh. And so God had told Jeroboam through Ahijah, this prophet, that he was going to divide the kingdom under Solomon's son. Verse 16, so when all Israel saw the king hearken not to them, the people answered the king, saying, what portion have we in David? Neither have we inheritance in the son of Jesse. To your tents, O Israel. Now see to thine own house, David. So Israel, the 10 tribes, departed unto their tents. Verse 17, but as for the children of Israel which dwelt in the cities of Judah, Rehoboam reigned over them. Verse 18, and that would be Judah and Benjamin. Then the king Rehoboam sent Adoram, who was over the tribute, and all Israel stoned him with stones, that he died. Therefore King Rehoboam made speed to get him up to his chariot, to flee to Jerusalem. Verse 19. So Israel rebelled against the house of David unto this day. They're still divided. Israel is scattered all over the world, but they're in the Middle East this day. Verse 20. And it came to pass, when all Israel heard that Jeroboam was come again, that they sent and called him unto the congregation and made him king over Israel, which is the northern kingdom made up of 10 tribes. That all Israel, there was none that followed the house of David, but the tribe of Judah only, which would be the southern king. And it just means that they separated and that divided from each other when idolatry came into the nation. Verse 21. And when Rehoboam was come to Jerusalem, he assembled all the house of Judah with the tribe of Benjamin 180,000 chosen men, which were warriors to fight against the house of Israel, to bring the kingdom again to Rehoboam, son of Solomon. But, verse 22, the word of God came unto Shemaiah, another prophet, the man of God, saying, Speak unto Rehoboam, the son of Solomon, king of Judah, and unto all the house of Judah and Benjamin, and to the remnant of the people, saying, those remnant comes from the northern kingdom into Judah, and thus, and to the remnant of the people, saying, verse 24, thus saith the Lord, ye shall not go up, nor fight against your brethren, the children of Israel. Return every man to his house, for this thing is from me. And they hearkened therefore to the word of the Lord, and returned to depart according to the word of God. So throughout the scriptures, you'll see bad things happen, but God is sovereign and he knows the end from the beginning. And so he will do things that seems like the enemy would do. But all of our teaching and our learning comes from the word of God if we study to show ourselves approved. Verse 25. Then Jeroboam built Shechem in Mount Ephraim, and that's why I was saying at the first verses that Shechem was a place in Ephraim, and he dwelt therein. Jeroboam would be the first king of 19 kings to the northern kingdom, and every one of those kings did evil in the sight of the Lord. And so Jeroboam built Shechem in Mount Ephraim and dwelt therein, and went out from thence and built Penuel. Verse 26, and Jeroboam said in his heart, now shall the kingdom return to the house of David, and that's not good according to his thinking. Verse 27, if this people go up to do sacrifice in the house of the Lord at Jerusalem, then shall the heart of this people turn again unto their Lord, even unto Rehoboam, king of Judah, and they shall kill me and go again to Rehoboam, king of Judah. Wherefore, verse 28, whereupon the king took counsel and made 2 calves of gold, and said unto them, it is too much for you to go up to Jerusalem. Behold thy gods, O Israel, which brought thee up out of the land of Egypt. So Jeroboam, the first king of the northern kingdom, is encouraging and giving credit for what God had done to his idol gods. Verse 29. And he set the one in Bethel, and the other put he in Dan. And this thing became a sin, for the people went to worship before the one, even unto Dan. Verse 31. And he made an house of high places, Jeroboam did, and made priests of the lowest of the people, which were not of the sons of Levi. And so he made anybody he wanted to preach instead of the sons of Aaron. Verse 22. And Jeroboam ordained a feast in the 8th month, on the 15th day of the month, like unto the feast that is in Judah. So he's copying, but he took the 8th month rather than the 7th month. And he offered upon the altar. So did he in Bethel, sacrificing unto the calves of the idols that he had made. And he placed in Bethel the priest of the high places which he had made. Idol worship in high places. 33. So he offered upon the altar which he had made in Bethel the 15th day of the 8th month, even in the month which he had devised of his own heart, and ordained a feast unto the children of Israel. And he offered upon the altar and burnt incense. And so he's celebrating this day that he devised in his own heart. And idolatry, what every king after Jeroboam, God compares their wickedness to Jeroboam. Jeroboam sets the standard for the wickedness in the nation Israel. And so they will be taken captive first by Assyria. And Judah will fall into this same pattern, and they will be taken captive by the Babylonians as exiles from the land, which Jeremiah portrays in Lamentations as the land weeping because now the land is empty and without people because of their idol worship and their stiff neck and rebellion against the Lord himself. So you all have a great day and a great week. You all, blessings to you all and your families. Thank you. Bye.